Everyone, this is the Midseason review show. Right now we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons and the NFC South. This is a Falcons team that I have rated 8th in my power rankings. An impressive team, just coming off a terribly difficult schedule. They went to Denver and won. They went to Seattle and lost in a close game. And then they dropped one to the Chargers, a very good team, and just beat the Packers. So 4 very good teams. It was a split, 2-2. The Falcons' offense is legit. I think everyone knows that. This is one of the more talked about teams. And Julio Jones up there for me in terms of MVPs. And I guess I could take a second to talk about my opinion on MVP. I hear a lot of Derek Carr talk. And when I think of an MVP, I think of a guy that your team could not do without. And you take Julio Jones off this Falcons team, either he is out there making tremendous plays, going for 300 yards, running away from the entire defense, or he's out there sucking in a defense. You look at the games where he doesn't produce, it's because he's getting double covered, which opens up a linebacker on a guy like Mohamed Sanu, or you get Tevin Coleman sneaking out with a linebacker, and they just have so many other weapons that when Julio Jones draws that much attention, it makes it so easy on Matt Ryan. So Julio Jones has been just awesome carrying that offense. Matt Ryan has looked better than ever, getting great protection, but he's extending plays better than I've ever seen, which is a big part of their success. And their running game is super good between those 2 running backs, Freeman and Coleman. So the offense is legit. It's the defense that worries me. Sure, they're getting production from some young players, especially in the front 7, but they just have so many holes. They have pretty bad run D. It's better than it has been in the past, but it's just a lot of youth, a lot of players out of position, and defense that I don't think is going to hold up over the course of a season. Sure, up front they're getting production from Adrian Claiborne is finally producing kind of in that Michael Bennett role. Vic Beasley having a great year. Deion Jones, an interesting young linebacker with a ton of speed. And then Keanu Neal has been fantastic at the strong safety. And Trufant, of course, stud corner. So definitely optimism looking forward for this defense, especially being built by Dan Quinn, who is, of course, coming from Seattle. But looking forward for this Falcons team as a playoff contender, I think they're going to probably end up holding on to the NFC South. They do have a couple teams heating up that we're going to talk about here in a little bit that they might have to worry about. But they're just a very solid team with a poor defense, unfortunately. So we'll see. I mean, come playoff time, it's been defenses that have carried teams, and I worry that this Atlanta team is going to be kind of that Saints or Packers of like 2011, 2012, where you saw teams that it doesn't matter how many points you score, when you go up against a good offense and your defense is that bad, you just can't keep up. So we'll see with Atlanta. Definitely a ton of optimistic views going forward in terms of next year and the year after with that all that young talent. But I'm not sure I'm picking them to win the Super Bowl or even make it to winning a playoff game. But a very good team with a lot of optimism. So next we're going to talk about the New Orleans Saints. So stay tuned for that.